Hey everyone, this is Josh Hayward, and welcome to the 7th day of the Guinness Project. We have spent the last 6 days taking a look at a variety of amazing brews from Guinness. Everything from the traditional Guinness Draught that we see everywhere, on over to the Milk Stout, the Rye Pale Ale, the Blonde American Lager, Extra Stout, and the Golden Ale. And tonight we've got one more for you. This is the Guinness Irish Wheat. Personally, I've not had this beer yet, but I have heard some amazing things about it from folks all over the country, and I really can't wait to try it. We've had a lot of fun going through each one of these. I've really enjoyed it, just kind of seeing a different side of Guinness. Whenever we think of Guinness, we always think of the traditional stouts that they produce, which are amazing. However, they have really lived up to their tradition and lived up to their name in providing all these different brews that many of them really, really good. I hope they continue to make more of them. I hope they continue to innovate, and it's been a lot of fun. Hope you've had a good time following along. But without further ado, let's crack into the Irish Wheat. This is one of the only wheat beer that I know of that Guinness makes. It's brewed at 5.4%, and I believe this one came about sometime last year as well. Don't quote me on it. It's a relatively newer beer, but like I said, I've heard great things. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I just want to try this thing because I have heard that it is excellent. So I'm hoping that it lives up to the name. The Irish Wheat beer. All right, we have a beautiful golden color there. Golden yellow, maybe a little straw pale golden color. Definitely more yellow as you get towards the bottom of the glass, more golden towards the top. There's a little bit of a haze in there, kind of typical of a wheat beer. Just a little bit of a haze, not much. Not much of a head on this beer at all, even once you pour it out. A little swirl there gives you just a white head. Not a whole lot as far as that goes. Looks like a wheat beer. They say it's a wheat beer. It looks like a wheat beer. But let's see what we've got on the nose. Smells like a wheat beer. Oh, wow. I'm getting notes of banana, notes of clove, and maybe some other kinds of spices. Also getting kind of some hoppy type freshness in there. Yeah, it's a very, very fresh smelling beer. But standard aromas that you would get in a wheat beer or a wit beer, whatever the style would lend to. Those types of notes, those aromas come from the yeast that is used in these particular types of beers. As the yeast consumes the sugar, creating alcohol, another byproduct of that consumption are these fruity esters, so to speak. But yeah, very, very fresh smelling wheat beer here. I'm very excited to try this one. So without further ado, cheers. Wow, it's hard to believe I'm drinking a Guinness. I think I've said that a couple times on some of these other brews as well. I'm getting kind of that muted, weedy type taste in there. I'm getting slight hints of banana, very, very faint there. Something else that's really strong throughout the taste is that clove type flavor. You don't actually put clove in this beer. It's just the aroma and flavor is a byproduct of that yeast. But that's throughout the taste. It's actually quite good. This is a very, very light beer. Very, very smooth. Very easy to drink. It's hard to believe I'm drinking a Guinness. I have to say that again, just because you're so used to the stouts and you're so used to what they've done so well, and then to taste a pretty dang good wheat beer like this, it's very surprising. But hey, it's Guinness. It's to be expected. They're good at what they do. Some great some good hoppy tones in the backside of that taste there. It's a pleasant bitterness, complements the notes of banana and clove very well. Goes very well with that weedy type taste as well. I think they use Mount Hood in this one, and there's one other variety. I can't seem to recall it, but it's I'd say an herbal, maybe a spicy type hop note there, but very solid wheat beer. Very good wheat beer. I'm pleasantly surprised just to have this and to see such a solid wheat beer from Guinness. Um, Great on flavor, very easy to drink. Great summer beer. I think I've seen a few of their ads on Instagram or on Facebook where they're pushing the Irish wheat here, and it's a great summer beer. Very fresh. It's something you would want to enjoy on a hot day. Um, would quench your thirst seriously on a warm day. Just really smooth. Kind of a new take on a wheat beer. You've got all the traditional elements of the wheat beer, the color, the haziness, um, the banana and the clove, the spice, the hop complement, but just a different kind of wheat beer. It's not something. It doesn't taste like anything I've had. Let's just say that, and that's welcome. That's very pleasant. If you haven't had this beer, I encourage you to get out there and look for it. It's very readily available, either in six packs or in singles in a variety of different grocery stores. I've kind of seen it all over. Like I said, I think they're really pushing this one this summer, but it's a very good one. You won't be disappointed, especially if you're a fan of wheat beers. I like trying different kinds as well, just to see what all's out there. I know everyone gets a little tired of the big beer examples, your Blue Moons, your Shock Tops, those types of things. But there's some great wheat beers out there, and I would put this one in that category for sure. So cheers to Guinness, cheers to 7 great brews from Guinness and the Guinness Project, and cheers to you guys for following along. You guys have a great day. Take care.